We have been spending a considerable amount of time talking about the economy as a whole, what the Fed is doing, what the rate increases mean. And again, I've been pretty clear that the Fed needs to go away. Also hearing a lot of chattering classist pundits out there. Well, our economy's going to hit a wall and the Fed's going to have to lower rates by the end of the year. No! Stop. Please go away. And I was reminded of a metaphor that money manager David Einhorn came up with 10 years ago. And it's perfect. It goes right in line. We've been trying to teach here on the program. There was a piece written by Ryan Ortega, also hosts a podcast himself, back in 2012. David Einhorn put a piece out. He called it the Fed's Jelly Donut Policy. A jelly donut is a yummy mid-afternoon energy boost. I don't eat jelly donuts. Can't eat donuts. Anyway, 2 jelly donuts are an indulgent breakfast. 3 jelly donuts, you might get a stomach ache with that. 6 jelly donuts, that's a bit of an eating disorder. And 12 jelly donuts that's fraternity pledge hazing. His point is that you can have too much of a good thing, and overdoses are destructive. It's the old, philosophy, everything in life in moderation. And, it's true. And, some people, why, they give up certain things like alcohol. It's a great interview. I was seeing with Rob Lowe, the actor, doesn't drink at all. And he was an interview with Joe Rogan, and he's like, the reason why I can't drink is if I have one, it's not going to be one. It's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he doesn't drink at all. Smart. But anyway, too much of a good thing. Overdoses, not good. And at the time, he was going after Ben Bernanke in the same way that I was going after Ben Bernanke, which is he is force feeding everybody a 36 jelly donut of easy money. And he's wondering why. Again, this is 2012. Obama's in charge there. Why isn't it working? I'm a member of the Fed. I'm a genius, and I got my doctorate in economics. And I keep pressing the lower the rates button, but it's not working. Really? Did you think that 36 jelly donuts was going to make you feel better? No, it's going to make you feel bad. It's going to make the money. It's going to make too much cheap money. It's going to make the economy sluggish. After Bernanke set the course, Yellen continued. Powell followed. Even after the Fed tried to get us off a zero interest rate policy, it didn't last for long. 2019, as rates started to rise, many doubted it could last, predicting the Fed would have to reverse course. Again, this is political pressure as well. Trump wanted to goose the economy. He got after Powell. Anyway, Einhorn was recently interviewed, and he said the jelly donut theory is that the relationship between monetary policy and the economy is non-linear. At some point, the sign flips from positive to negative. The analogy to jelly donuts is the first jelly donut tastes great. The second one is kind of indulgent. By the 12th donut, you're just making yourself sick, so you shouldn't do it anymore. And the same holds true for monetary policy. And he gives the example. Let's play pretend. If rates are at 10%, which is pretty high, and you lower them to 8%, you're reducing borrowing costs. You're lowering the cost of capital in a material way. But you get to a point where rates are low enough. And lowering rates is not going to be any longer. It's not going to be any change the decision-making process for intelligent people. If a factory doesn't make any sense when interest rates are, let's say, 2%, do you think the factory is going to make any sense when interest rates are at 1%? No. Again, like I said, you're going to get some of the financial engineers and the venture capital people out there, and, they're going to figure out some way. It doesn't matter if the factory makes any sense. What matters, the fact is that we market this company and sell it off to some sucker. Okay. They benefit from this stuff. Once you get to the point where rate policy has helped as much as it's going to help, then it begins to hurt. What's actually happened is for a number of years, when they bring rates to really, really low levels, they were actually depressing incomes. They were actually slowing the economy. And again, take a look, people. We've had this zero interest rate policy for how long now? And take a look at the GDP growth here in the United States. It's been muted. It hasn't been good. We've made this point again and again and again. We would do a hell of a lot better if rates were just, constant, let them float where they may, and get the damn government out of the way, get regulations out of the way. So what's happened on the flip side? We've gone from 1% to 4%. And all of these members of the Fed, all the brilliant economists, brilliant. Never run a business in their entire life, but they got a lot of expensive artwork on their walls. They got a lot of diplomas on their walls, and they can't figure it out. Jeez, take a look at the jobs market is doing well. We can't slow the economy. Why? Maybe going from 0 to 4% has been beneficial, if that makes any sense. And he describes it's like, stop eating jelly donuts. Stop eating jelly donuts. Let's get to some semblance of sense. Let's get to some semblance of order. Let's have a rate that is clear, and then we can figure everything out. And this is exactly what we've been trying to get across, exactly what we've been trying to teach here for some time. Again, I'm not on the Fed. And, quite frankly, they're not going to listen to me. And most of the talking heads on these television programs are not. But again, it's something to think about when you try to view the overall economy. And again, the idea that the Fed can fix stuff. No. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.